Deck of Many Aces has a very exciting announcement. We are releasing merchandise for the first time ever. We are selling t-shirts and they are hand-printed by our very own Eiriol Evans. They're available in 2 colours and a range of sizes and can be ordered today. Where can you buy these lovely t-shirts, you may be asking? I am very pleased to announce that you'll be able to buy them at tinyurl.com/Doma merch. That's tinyurl.com/Doma-merch. There'll be a link in the episode description, it'll be pinned on our Twitter, and it'll be available in our Instagram bio as well. So there's plenty of places to find it. This link will take you to a Google form where you'll be asked to fill in some details, and then we will send you a PayPal request link to complete the pre-order. This is a pre-order window, so it's for a limited time only. You can order your t-shirts today, and you have from now until the 28th of July to get your orders in. So get on that. The t-shirts will be shipped out by the end of August, so you'll have some cozy Doma merch just in time for autumn. If you have any problems or any questions, please reach out to us either at Deck of Many Aces on Twitter or Instagram. You can find us at deckofmanyaces.tumblr.com, or if all else fails, you can email us at deckofmanyaces@gmail.com. Enjoy the rest of the show!
Welcome, I'm Bastet. I'll be running your operation. The project's official name is the Adventurers Research of Abnormal Civilian Experiences, or Project Arrowace for short, to investigate the unusual occurrences that have been happening everywhere recently. I've hired you all for your hands-on experiences.
I'm going to be honest, I think we should run.
I don't know, I'm not a wizard in real life.
Tentacles belong in the ocean!
I also lost all my food, so Delphi, in a few hours you might start looking really delicious.
Okay. You can't just kind of hand wave and say, oh yes, it's clearly from another plane of reality, without that implying a lot about a very powerful wizard doing it, or a university of powerful wizards doing it, or a god doing it.
It lets us know that when these other anomalies have been happening, it's potentially due to the use of temporal or spatial magic.
Who are you? I saw you in some kind of dream, but I think there's more to it than that. We need to talk.
I can't tell you exactly why I did all the things I did, but I did them. Okay?
Can everyone please roll for initiative?
Oh, I nearly cussed so hard.
Welcome to Deck of Many Aces, an actual play podcast made by actual Aromantic.
Sorry, a police car was outside my room, so I didn't wham.
What was outside your room?
A police car.
Oh, it did the whamming
The
for
police
you.
car was whamming, which I don't love, but that's fine. Yeah, we are a group of people who identify as somewhere on the aromantic and or asexual spectrum, playing 5th edition D&D with a twist. Every character's past, present and future is based on a card drawn from the deck of many things. I am Ellie. I have a hair in my mouth. Gross. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be your DM today, your demisexual...
Merriam-Webster. Like the dictionary?
What?
Do you mean...
As in the
Do you
dictionary.
mean Merriam-Webster?
Oh, Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, I said
That's
Merriam-Webster.
good. No, that's very good. No, I dig that. Yeah, I like
Isn't it
that. I
Merriam?
like
No, it's
that.
got an E.
It
It's
is
an E.
Sorry, no, I only heard Merriam-Webster, and I was like...
Yeah, me too. And I was like, the holiday of me, it was my birthday yesterday.
There you
so
go.
the holiday of me.
Merriam-Webster, everyone.
Merriam-Webster, everyone.
I don't think we said I have your dungeon me.
Your demisexual me.
Demisexual me.
That's got to be the next one. Can everyone introduce themselves, and if your character lived in our world, which sport would they be into?
Oh, God.
Or which sport
I haven't answered.
Is it your
Yeah.
I think I've answered this
Worst
canonically
one.
already, but yeah, okay.
Hello, my name is Am. I use she, her pronouns. I play Tosia Atherdale, who also uses she, her pronouns. She's a Loxodon and a fighter with the Battlemaster subclass. And her favourite sport is chess boxing.
It's
Chess
what
boxing.
now?
boxing.
Hang on, I'm going to Google it.
So
a thing,
you do a
I'm
round
sorry.
of boxing.
That's so silly.
You do a round of boxing, and then you go and play chess for I think maybe 20 minutes, and then you go do another round of boxing.
No! So it's not even like Cursed She Who Must Not Be Named, where it's like giant chess.
No, it is.
And, like,
you do chess,
you're
then
like,
you do
I don't know,
boxing, then you
a
do
king or
chess.
something, and you've got
Yeah, it does what it says
Yeah,
on the
there is a
tin.
thing about it of like you're giving them a concussion, so they're going to be worse at the chess.
Oh my god. No, this is so stupid. I hate this
But
so
it's also
much.
I don't think it's a particularly serious.
But it's
sport, I'll
so
be
on
honest.
brand for
No.
Tosia.
Yeah,
Like,
she's a
Of course
strategist.
Yeah,
that would be
it
her
is.
favourite sport.
That is 100% what she did as
Yeah.
a child. I think, like, that is how her uncle trained her.
Exactly
Chess
that.
boxing. God,
It
horrible.
explains a lot.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Chloe. I play Raina Riftwood, who is a tabaxi bard and a rogue. Bit more bard than rogue, but hey. We use she, her pronouns, both of us. Raina's favourite sport? I don't know. My
It's a tough
brain
one.
just spat out.
Sailing is right there.
Oh yeah, but that's not a sport to Raina.
Sailing's
That's a
barely a
profession
sport.
and undertaking. You know,
Okay.
that's she's not a sailor in the
She
sense
wants to be
of
paid.
sporting sailing. She's a sailor in the sense of delivering goods sailing. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, fair.
my brain spat. It's not a sport, but my brain spat British bulldog at me.
That's definitely
That's
not
very
sport.
much not a
And
sport.
Raina,
Rugby is British Bulldogs for sport, though. Is that?
I
the
think
thing?
Raina loves British bulldog, so she probably would like rugby. But also, I think she'd be very bad at rugby, but she will enjoy it. So I'm going to go with rugby.
I'm sorry. Hang on. Rain check for a second. Did you all call it British Bulldogs at school?
I just called it bulldogs.
Yeah.
And not just Bulldogs? Yeah.
What did
I
you call
don't
it?
remember.
Just bulldog.
Bulldogs.
We got it British bulldog.
Well, we
And then
we
they
grew up in
banned-
Wales.
They banned the game, so
Yeah, oh, we
Yeah,
got
to
very
be
quickly
fair,
got banned.
our little anti-monarchy, anti-British country was just in the corner like, no, just Bulldog.
we called it British bulldog, and then the school banned it because it was getting too rough. So we just created a new game, quotation marks, called Mad Professor. That was literally the same game, just dressed
You know, I
up in
think
a
that
slightly
exact
different way.
thing played out in my primary school. That exact sequence of
I think
events.
the exact same thing happened in literally every... I'm pretty sure they still play Bulldogs now.
Why
Just
was
under
it
different
ever
name.
unbanned?
And it's
is the
continuously
real
Yeah, I
banned.
mean, we never got to play Bulldogs because it was already banned before we started playing it. Like, it was like you
trying to
didn't get
remember
to
the-
play Bulldogs, you had to play the alternative to start.
Yeah. I love that is an almost universal part of British childhood. The American listeners here are going to be
It's a very
so
violent
surprised.
game.
Bulldogs.
I also
was very
can't even
violent.
remember the rules, but I know it involved like running into people at top speed and trying
You
to
just
tackle them to
run
the
back and
floor.
forth and try and
Yeah.
tackle each other.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
unlocked a memory for me, which is we used to play Bulldogs while ice skating.
Oh gosh.
It's like just ice hockey with less protection and
Genuinely?
less sticks.
No, that's bad.
It was. You weren't like. They were vaguely sensible with it. You were not intending to throw people to the floor in ice skating version. It was just to
Good.
stop them. But
How do you do that without throwing it to the
that was with
ground?
most of the people. With the people who played it, who were like a bit tougher, they would throw them to the floor. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was great fun.
Okay. Horrendous Bulldogs stuff aside, Eiriol, could you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Eiriol. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Delphi, who's the Growfolk Warlock, and uses she, her pronouns. And I have no idea.
Does Delphi even know what sport is?
No, yeah, they definitely have sports. but I don't know what sport Delphi will play. Because also, something that's important to recognise, Delphi is small for Growfolk, is just very tall for the rest of the world. So they wouldn't be playing like a basketball or anything like that. I have no idea.
For some reason, like, I was thinking about, like, sports that short people are better at, and I immediately thought of, like, jockey, like, on a horse, and then I was like, the idea of Delphi riding a horse is so funny. Someone make fan art.
I was thinking maybe, like, badminton or something like that. But
Yeah,
I have no idea. Delphi isn't... I don't think Delphi would be that much of a sports person.
No, that tracks.
Hello, I'm Katie. I use she, her, them pronouns. I'm playing Morgan, the flying wizard.
So Morgan would obviously have...
No,
Quidditch.
actually, I was going to say archery.
God, awful.
Sorry. Ah, that's sick!
Yeah, archery is sick. Morgan
like
is also
archery.
sick.
See, that would have been a good one for Delphi. Damn it.
Sorry.
Too late
Get
now.
your own.
To be fair, Morgan has experience of not archery, but of using a crossbow in World, and I remember it going pretty catastrophically badly, if I remember correctly.
because
I
she's
just
used to a longbow. Not a longbow, but, you know, a short bow. That's the one. That's what you use in archery, right?
No, I've got. I think I have.
They use a compound bow in archery.
Okay.
Which is not...
not the same thing.
Which is, I think it has the same power as a longbow, but not the same size.
Yeah, smaller.
Point being is Morgan has crossbow proficiency, I'm pretty sure. And she likes archery. The precision, the, like, physical mathematicalness of it.
I think Delphi would do axe throwing. That's the sport Delphi would do.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that tracks. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
what
yeah,
about
yeah.
fencing?
I see that.
Morgan could do fencing. Morgan would
Yeah,
definitely
I think
do
it's a
fencing.
Delphi.
No,
Yeah, Morgan.
No,
fencing strikes me as a sport that Morgan was made to be trained in, but doesn't actually like it.
Yes.
I don't think you do it
Yeah, that makes
happily,
sense.
but you do
Bit
it.
too up close for Morgan.
Long fencing.
Long fencing. Jousting.
Really long.
Jousting.
Okay, anyway, from that cursed line of inquiry, what happened last time?
We
We invented a sport.
We invented a sport and we didn't find any ghosts. So we're one of the...
hey.
Listen, the ghosts haven't invented any sport, so we're 1-0.
Speak for yourself. Raina thinks she's found a ghost, but I rolled
Raina has
badly,
found
so I'm going to go with no.
something.
Yeah, you guys had kind of a slightly chaotic time and discovered lots about this world and about sports, but less about ghosts. So, where we left off, Delphi, Tosia, and Raina had all kind of reconvened outside the merch table.
I think Morgan was just making her way over.
And Morgan was, dragging her way out of the pit.
The trench, I'll have you know it's called. The pit is different.
Yeah, I was in the
trench.
orchestra pit.
Yes.
Morgan was in the trench.
The trench.
Which are entirely
And
separate.
also separate from the sunken
Yes.
stands. Well, I saw some scorch marks.
Hello, everyone is here. What do you need? Is everything okay?
I found a ghost.
Oh, amazing! Where? What did it look like?
Well, I went into the sunken stands and I went into the water and it was a bit stinky and I wish I hadn't done that. Sorry about that and all.
Yeah, you are
And
kind
she's
of
like
wet.
dripping wet.
Tosia's trunk curls
something-
up.
Something touched my foot and I looked back and there was nothing there.
Possibly could have been a fish.
I don't think they keep fish in there.
Why, they're fish in the stands!
We don't know what this is used for. This is the thing.
I mean,
I know what it's
But you
used
know,
for. It's a sunken
fish.
stands.
I do suppose fish have ghosts too.
do you think I found a fish ghost?
Maybe so. We should go.
I don't think you found a
Oh,
fish
well,
ghost.
I think you'd have met a fish ghost before now if there were fish ghosts, because there were a lot of fish in the ocean, right? And you spend a lot of time around the ocean.
There's a couple.
How would I know if a fish is a ghost?
Delphi, what did you find?
I found this thing. There was some paper that they had lots of. I can't read it.
Ellie?
Maybe one of you can.
Ellie?
I read Elvish.
Yes.
Can I read music?
Oh.
No, right?
Good
You can't read
question.
music.
Well, no, well, like, logically no, but I'm asking Ellie for reasons.
Oh, right.
Good
I don't
question.
think Raina's ever tried to read music.
I
or
don't
seen
know.
any since you began.
My instinct is that you don't know how to read music because you're not that kind of bard.
No.
Tosia probably has a higher chance of having learned to read some kind of music than you would, to be honest.
I think Morgan would at least recognise that it is sheet music.
Oh yeah, Raina's going to be like, what's
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Tosia can play, I think, the piano, but she has a musical instrument because of noble background.
In that case, Toz, you can read that the title of this music piece is The Grand Finale. By kind of scanning over the music, you can see that it's kind of like, I mean, Chloe can come in here with like whatever official language that you would use, but like the kind of instruction for playing is like, you know, it's kind of like upbeat and grand and loud. The music you can kind of vaguely imagine would be sort of like quite sort of jubilant and then also quite atmospheric and exciting.
I have a silly little experiment I would like to do, if that's all right with our resident scientist. Can we just head to the field and Raina, if you listen, I'm just gonna hum you a tune and you see if you could play it again.
Okay.
Like hum whatever the tune is to her and like indicate for her to play it when we get back onto the pitch.
This entire time I'm going to be using detect magic to make sure that to see if there's anything magical.
Okay. Are you heading back out into the sports ball arena? And Raina, you're going to attempt to play the song, right?
Yeah, and Delphi has detect magic up to see if anything goes weird.
Yeah, whatever Toz hums to me, I shall play back.
So as you are playing this tune, Delphi, you're casting Detect Magic, and you can see that there is a low level of enchantment around this this piece of music.
As in the paper, the paper that's...
As in the tune itself.
Okay, cool, yeah, fine.
Okay, you doing anything else with that?
Trying to summon a ghost, I think, implicitly.
Can we see, like, what... Is there an obvious effect of the enchantment? Because I think Detect Magic... Does it only tell you the class, or does it not tell you any effects?
It only tells you the class, I believe, or the school, rather. Delphi, you know that there is a room that Tosia has been in that could be potentially useful.
Okay. Toz, the room that you went in, where was it?
Yes. Ooh, I'll give you the general directions. I'd be like, I'm just going to stay here with Raina in case, so we can keep it up. And in case any ghosts show up, I feel like I would be more useful here, but why doesn't Morgan go with you?
I'll come with you, Delphi.
Sure.
Raina also stops playing.
And I'll go up to the security room.
Raina stops playing.
Do I magically know where the security room is?
Yes.
Raina also stops playing for a second, just to turn and just say, I just would like someone to stay with me and make sure I don't black out again. Thank you.
I'm staying with you to make sure you're fine. Don't worry. And Ellie, can I hold a reaction to attack if I see anything weird start to happen?
Yes, absolutely.
What, attack Raina?
Okay.
No.
Yeah, if Raina starts doing anything weird, knock him out.
You joke.
It may be the sensible option.
It might be.
Yeah, okay, so Delphi and Morgan, you head into the security room. You're confronted with these large panels that Tosia saw
Do I know what
earlier.
these are?
Can I get you both... No, I don't think you would. But you can roll, both of you can roll Arcana.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone so
14
excited.
plus 8.
It's because I'm good at Arcana.
Both of you are.
That's a nat 1 plus 8.
You jinxed
That's all right.
You jinxed it.
That's all right. I got a 22.
Yeah, so Delphi, you're like, these panels are important. You know this. You have no idea what
Deus
they are.
Ex patron has helped us.
Deus
Yes.
Ex panel.
To be fair, Deus Ex Delphi, to be fair, this was explicitly discussed between me and Eiriol, so, you know, I think that
Yes.
that's okay. This
Yeah.
is not just me, messing around with stuff. Morgan,
you don't recognise them, but you kind of, like a cursory look over the whole kind of room, you can sort of see there's like about 6 of these panels, and then in front of them there is a desk with a whole load of controls and buttons on them. Now, you don't necessarily understand how the controls and buttons work, but you can see that this whole setup is powered by some kind of arcane force. You can see that if you were able to kind of like find a way to power it on, then you'd be able to use this device, and you have I suppose, an intuition that it could be used for like scrying, basically.
Well, it makes sense if it's in a security place.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a bunch of buttons hooked up to it, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of buttons.
Can I have a look around for any conveniently labelled buttons or any like handbooks?
Sure, roll
Like
the
a user
investigation.
manual?
Delphi asks, what are you looking for?
See if I can figure out how to turn this on. I think we might be helpful if we can get this working. That's
Delphi's gonna slam some of the buttons.
9 plus 12. Oh, Delphi, no. I got a 9 plus 12, Webster.
But it doesn't matter because Delphi's already
Okay,
button smashing.
No, stop that.
I was gonna say, Morgan, you managed to locate the user manual really easily. It's in like a pocket in one of the coats that's hanging by the door. Delphi, can you roll me just a straight D20?
That's a 5.
Okay, you just smash buttons and nothing happens.
Oh, thank God.
Cool, I'm gonna continue
Stop
smashing
it,
those buttons
stop it,
until I tell
stop
to
it.
stop. It's like, why?
Because you might break it. Let me come and...
I mean, I'm sure they made it so it can't be broken.
Let me come and make it turn on. Come on, Shoo. This is magic, therefore it's my job, vaguely. If it's not a plant, that would be your job.
I forgot. Yes, I forgot. I have no idea about magic.
Well, clearly not this kind of
What is this magic? What is this magic that you speak of?
It's fancy artificing. Look. Yeah, I turn it on.
So the user manual.
Doesn't tell you how to turn it on.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Okay, you know what? That's easy. That's easy enough. There's a bit in common. There's a bit in Elvish. You see, like most of the buttons are actually for like being able to turn on to like be able to control the different viewfinder kind of things. You actually realise that it's been like disconnected from the mains, and that's why Delphi's button smashing hasn't been working at all. And so when you it's like please make sure. Yeah, please make sure that it's plugged in and connected to power.
Do you tell this to Delphi? Do you say like it wouldn't work? It's disconnected from the mains, like obviously.
I don't, because I don't know if Delphi knows what the mains are. I don't think if Morgan knows what the mains are.
No, because if you did, they'd be like, oh, okay, and wait for you to do it, and then they'd start smashing.
I'm not sure that there is a mains in this world. Like, whether they just have their own generator equivalent, magic equivalent.
I mean,
I
I'm sure
think
this city
has
mains
mains
power.
specifically.
Yeah, the rest of the world maybe not, but Navrosh has electricity.
Parts of the world definitely not.
Yeah, okay, I'd like to plug it back in and boot it up. I mean, I'll turn it off when we leave.
Okay.
I'm not an animal.
I was about to say that save the planet. You guys are doing that anyway.
Hello everyone, it's me, Chloe. I hope that you enjoy listening to our story just as much as we enjoy telling it. If you do, please consider supporting us monetarily so that we can continue to make the awesome content that you enjoy. The best way to do this is by joining our Patreon, where you can get access to rewards such as a shout out on the podcast, DM notes from Ellie, the opportunity to name an NPC, and much more. You'll also get access to our super cool patron-only Discord. You can find that at patreon.com/deckofmanyaces. Of course, if you don't want to give money every month, you can always make a one-time donation to our supporter Acast link, which can be found at supporter.acast.com/deckofmanyaces. Our content is free to access and always will be. but anything that you can give is greatly appreciated, as it helps us to grow and improve the podcast and give our cast a little something for their time and effort. And if you don't want to or can't give us any money right now, hey, you're still super uber mega cool because you're listening to us.
Today's promo is for Modified Roll. Modified Roll is a 5e Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast made up of a bunch of British nerds who have come together to play D&D and have a good time. You can listen to the entirety of Season 1 now, and Season 2 is well underway with a brand new story. Check them out at modifiedroll.com to learn more. Roll the trailer!
Every hero strikes out on their adventure for a different reason.
To prove myself worthy of my mother's praise.
To write my own story and discover who I really am.
To prove to my family that I am more than they believe me to be.
To revive the god that has chosen me.
But when the fragile balance of the world is in jeopardy, and sinister forces move in the darkness, heroes will be tested, pushed to their limits and beyond. And it will be left to them to determine if they are up to the task. There is a darkness rising. Will they be able to overcome the challenges and meet this evil head-on?
For my god.
For my story.
For my freedom.
For the world.
To restore the balance. Modified Roll, Season 2, The Chronicles of Erin, a D&D 5e actual play podcast. New season, new characters, new story. Find us on all the usual podcasting apps or at modifiedroll.com.
So you power this thing on, and you can see on some of the screens, you kind of have the option of, you can see the sporting ground as it is, but you also have the option to kind of like look back over past footage.
First, I would like to scroll. Does it show like all of the place? Can I see where Toz and Raina are?
Yes.
Are they
so
being mauled by angry ghosts?
No, they are not being mauled by angry ghosts.
They're friendly ghosts.
Is there a loudspeaker?
Yeah, there's a kind of a loudspeaker that's connected to.
I want to try and say hi to Raina and Delphi. No, Raina and Tozia.
I'm right here.
What do you say?
That's really, you can just say hi to me.
What do you say into the loudspeaker?
Boo!
Oh, by the spirit! Toz is a ghost! Toz!
Haha, just joking. It's me, Morgan, your friendly wizard.
Oh, Morgan, can you hear us?
How are you doing that?
It's not a two-way connection, so you can't hear them. You can see that they're saying something.
Whatever you're saying, I can't hear it, but I'm sure it's a compliment about how clever I am for having worked out this system. Come to the security room.
I'm gonna mime singing, and then I'm gonna gesture to Raina to be like, sing the tune in the loudspeaker.
Oh God.
Okay. So I, Chloe, am not quite picking up, but I will play the tune.
No, Raina. I think I'm trying to get Morgan to do it into the speaker.
I am absolutely not. Actually, I don't know whether I've said anything about whether Morgan can sing. Morgan is not going to sing.
What can you saying? Wait, Morgan can see us right now?
Yes. Look, I'm gonna describe the way to get to the room to Raina and be like, I'm gonna stay here and keep an eye, but go tell Morgan to let you play that into whatever is letting her be loud.
Oh, okay, right, sure, I will do that.
Oh, hey, Raina.
So you head back into the security room, you hold up your flute to the microphone, and you play, and Tozia, you can hear this beautiful melody coming through the speakers, and it is very loud, and nothing happens.
Okay, well, that's all my ideas.
Hey, Tozia, come back to the security room.
I go to the security room.
Look at all this cool stuff, Tozia. You didn't mention any of this.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that pertinent to the investigation. Obviously, I figured out how to turn it on, and then plugged it
Morgan's
again,
here to save the day. I haven't looked through the footage yet, but there is recordings of the past here, which
recordings?
Yeah,
Of
sort of
what?
think of it like a viewing only time travel.
What?
You ever heard of the spell scrying?
This is all.
You can see what happened previously, so I figure we can use it to look at what the ghosts were doing.
And this is like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do this magic.
Well, no, it's what artificers and divination-y people and scryers are for. I don't know. I couldn't make this either, but
Well, I am none of those things, so that makes sense.
Let's roll the footage.
You rewind the footage and you can see, like, kind of going, like, you're just rewinding the footage, so you're watching it all backwards. So the last kind of footage was from a few days ago, and you can see little elf workers walking around in reverse, like basically like uninstalling everything, turning everything off, shutting everything down. You can then it kind of like skips back, and you could see the end of the grand finale game. You can see, like, there are fans with like different coloured, scarves and t-shirts and face paint and everything. Obviously, like, the image on this is like slightly desaturated, but it is not quite black and white. It's still got colours on it. You see, like, everyone's really excited. You see people in the sunken stands, like, cheering. Some of them are even like throwing watery looking snacks at the players. There's people, there's the players like jumping out of the trenches, trying to lob the sports ball into the goalposts. Like, you can see like someone like attempting to use the lazy Susan, and the floodlights are blaring down on all of this. You can tell it's kind of in like an evening
is anyone
game.
trying any skateboard tricks?
Yeah, someone's like grinding on the railings. It's great. And then as someone who like is kind of like the sort of the lazy Susan runner starts kind of pushing the lazy Susan, you can see a number of apparitions show up, and the kind of like, you can kind of see in the body language of the players that they kind of like, this isn't the first time this has happened. Like, they kind of like anticipate this, and they're kind of trying to carry on with the game as best as they can, like move around them. But like, sports ball is a very complicated game, and so like collisions are kind of bound to happen. And as they kind of like, they start like kind of running through these ghostly figures, one of the figures, like a kind of a taller looking frame, kind of like manages to sort of swipe at one of the players, and it doesn't look like they quite make contact, but the player is clearly wounded in some way. And then like all hell breaks loose. Like, people start like running onto the pitch, trying to attack the ghosts. Other people are running away. Like, the ghosts are attacking people. It all goes like totally crazy, and then the screen kind of goes to black.
Why did it cut out? What happened?
I assume that the power went out? I don't know, or maybe somebody needs to be in the security booth to keep it working, and they all left to try and help. I don't know. Or maybe the gods think it would be most dramatic for footage to cut out then.
I wish gods would like our lives to be less dramatic.
Yeah, that'd be neat. What did the ghosts look like?
That was going to be my question.
So you don't get a close-up view of the ghosts, and obviously it's kind of a desaturated. They are kind of a couple of kind of different sizes, but most of them are humanoid, like, and within sort of 5 to 6 feet, like average kind of humanoid shape. They're sort of bluish, silverish, and they look sort of hazy around the edges. They are clearly not like transparent, but kind of translucent. They don't seem to have like, from the distance that you can see, you can't properly see like any kind of distinguishing features. They don't appear to be like horror ghouls with like, creepy faces or anything. They're just kind of like humanoid shaped.
So I mean, obviously we're far away. But do they look like they have any kind of like facial features at all, or are they just like a shape?
They do look like they would have facial features if you were closer.
Okay, new idea. I think, and Morgan, don't get too excited, that we should go find a library.
Yeah, okay. What are you specifically thinking about researching?
Specifically, the historical significance of this site.
Are you saying that there could be ghosts that were here before this sporting arena is here? Are they haunting it there?
We kind of have two options, which are either these are genuine ghosts or this is more weird time stuff. And if
I wish it were the first, but I
maybe
think
there
it might
was
be the second.
something in the war with Artus Orbis that was affected this area, and that's why the ghosts are so fighty. Of course, if it's weird time stuff, they could well be from the future, and in that case, all research is truly for naught.
If it's weird time stuff, could they not just be more of the players?
But then why are they fighting them?
Because the players started fighting the ghosts.
Only one of
How
the
many
ghosts.
were there, approximately, Webster?
There were about 4.
Oh,
There's
okay.
more than 4 players on a sports ball team, because you'd have the illusionist, the laser
Everyone knows
operator.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Morgan, we're all very familiar with the rules of sports ball. It's the easiest sport in the world.
Yeah, okay.
It's the sportiest sport in the world.
Sportiest sport that ever sported.
The balliest sport and the sportiest sport. Maybe the true sport was the ball we made along the way.
Maybe we should stay here just to see if any ghosts show up. But I think
Stake
perhaps
out.
that might...
Yeah.
What?
Stake out? I think perhaps
Morgan,
Mhm.
or Toz, what time was this
Oh,
game that we
yes.
just watched?
Good idea.
Good question.
The timestamp reads about 7:45 in the evening.
Dusk?
At this point, I'd say it's like closer to yes, dusk, but like the light is very, very low.
Oh, that's quite late. For
Wait, the light is low now or in the recording?
In the recording.
And what time is it for us now?
Do we know anything about the other hauntings, or is it just that they've happened in these places? We don't know the times in the other places or anything, do we?
You said earlier that you were really happy to not remember that stuff. So, do you want to roll a history check and see if you can
Sure.
remember? Actually,
Well, if they were consistent.
you have perfect recall, don't you?
Yeah, I have perfect recall.
You remember that Lyra said that they weren't sure about. So the attacks had been happening during the day and in the evening. It's possible that the ghosts were around in the nighttime as well, but they don't know because the venues where the ghosts were appearing aren't
I do
open during
remember
those times.
this now. Okay, so we know nothing except for where they were.
Yeah.
So either we
basically.
can stay here and wait for these ghosts, potentially, or we can look at the other places.
Well,
Or we can split up and do
we've
both.
got quite a while before 7:45, right? Could we go and look at
Yeah, you've got hours.
one of the other places, or maybe the library, and come back?
I mean,
I think
if
we
we're
should.
going- If we're going to go somewhere else,
I don't think the answer will be in
they
book.
have food at the mall, right?
Well, yeah.
Yes.
I'm a big lady. I need my calories. I'm hungry.
So we should go prep for a stakeout and then come back?
I mean that the shopping
Or we can
center was
just
one of the haunting sites, wasn't it?
Yes.
But either it'll have ghosts or it won't, you know.
Sure. Okay. Well, why don't we go there?
It could give us more information like this
Yeah.
place did.
Exactly.
We ought to check all 3 out anyway, even if we do it tomorrow. We're
Okay,
not going
well,
to get any
let's
further
go-
if we don't find no information.
Let's go there and get some food, and then either we come back here or stay there.
Okay. Just to double check, what's everyone's passive perception?
14.
The worst question. Well, not the
15?
worst, but
11.
fairly bad. 15.
15. Mine is also 15.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Delphi's so unperceptive.
That tracks.
She's
That
doing
tracks
her
for
own
Delphi.
thing.
Alrighty, so you guys just heading out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raina, can you do a perception check for me, please?
Okay. It's not great. It is a 13.
13. As you head out of the security room, there's some markings on the wall that you hadn't seen before, and you recognize them to be thieves' cant. But you, to be honest, were always like whenever you used thieves' cant, it was obviously like on ships and to communicate with other sailors. So this kind of variation of thieves' cant is one that you're less familiar with.
Is it one that I might have seen around in Atasorbus, even if I didn't fully understand it?
Yeah. It's definitely one you would have seen around. So you're trying to kind of pass the information that has been left, but it looks like it says something along the lines of the kind of the vague concepts that you're getting is the idea that like something's not right. What are they hiding? Then it's a kind of, I suppose, an invitation and the concept of like an anchor and a ship.
Huh. Yeah, Raina's not like... Obviously it's going to take a little while to sort of figure that out. So what the rest of you would see is like you go to leave and then like Raina is suddenly like staring at these weird marks on the wall with a frown on her face. And then at some point we'll just go, huh?
You okay?
We are near the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore there would be boats. Like this. Not explaining herself, just points to the bit in the thieves' cant that means boat.
Okay.
Something.
You're not wrong.
Okay, somebody put this here to mean that something's not right. This bit says like, it's like, what are they hiding? And then there's an anchor and a ship, and it's like, come find me, I guess. Not that specifically.
Oh, and it's got a time as well of
Ooh.
like 9 p.m.
No date, just 9 p.m.
Just time, yeah.
9 p.m. every day, I guess? Or past date.
So wait, does it have a location?
Well, a boat with an anchor, which is all boats.
Yeah.
If you didn't have an anchor, you'd be stuck.
Hmm.
Though not the small boats, just the big ones.
So it's not a small boat.
It's not a rowing boat.
Could they maybe not mean
Okay,
the sunken
well,
stands?
There's no boats around there.
Okay.
If it's 9 p.m, that's still after that's still quite a long time, right? So I think
It's
does
time
that
to
just
get
expand
dinner.
our plans? Still dinner at the mall, look out for ghosts. If no ghosts, come here.
Maybe we can find a nice dockyard locale. I wonder if there's any good seafood here. Sorry, I'm getting ahead
I'm
of
not
myself.
sure if you want to eat fish from this lake.
Why not?
Because of the freaky deaky magic.
So? Maybe it'll make them extra juicy.
I don't know.
Let's go to the mall and find some food and some ghosts.
I think that sounds good to me.
If we're planning on following this message, would anybody be opposed to me going alone?
I mean, as your teammate, yes, but as someone
Go on.
trying to conduct a successful investigation, perhaps it is our best course of action.
I mean, my only thinking is, it strikes me as the sort of thing that a group of 4 very odd strangers suddenly turning up would maybe not give the best impression, especially if 3 of 4 said strangers have no idea what this means, gestures to thieves' cant. And secondly, well, if I go on my own, then you lot can stay here at the sporting arena if it's too sort of overlapping.
Very well.
I don't think you should go alone, but we should split.
Yes,
if that's what you want.
We could maybe hang back from whoever you end up meeting, but not be like completely out of the area just in case it goes bad.
That is probably a good idea. Yes.
We can't go do anything. We can't make any final decisions until we go to the shopping centre and see if there's any ghosts.
As you all walk out onto the sports ball field, there is a lone figure standing there. They are kind of translucent.
There's a ghost!
And
I've got the barometer out.
Okay. Yeah, the gravometer goes like friggin' haywire.
It's weird, guys.
Really kind of freaks out. That kind of almost catches the ghost's attention, and it sort of kind of like looks like it's trying to sort of walk towards you, but it kind of doesn't move.
Like walking on the spot, like, or on a treadmill kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like walking on a treadmill, exactly.
Delphi's gonna walk up to the ghost.
Detect magic.
Okay.
Delphi, detect magic.
Yeah. They'll use detect magic. Like, it's free, but
so you detect magic from the ghost. You are getting strong evocation magic and necromancy magic.
So there is
that tracks for a
there is
ghost.
necromancy.
Delphi's gonna walk up to the ghost.
I'll follow Delphi, but I'm gonna hang back and let her do her thing, but I don't want to be too far away.
Same.
So you walk towards the ghost. It kind of like looks at you. It's like slightly shorter than you. It has like long stringy hair, and it's sort of flickering, and it kind of like looks like it's trying to speak to you, but no noise is coming out.
What? Like, can I tell what expression it is? Is it like scared? Like, are they scared, or are they like, just trying?
Are they
to
an elf?
This one is a human. It looks angry and scared.
Oh, okay.
Speak to it.
Hello. I think you're early.
It kind of like holds its hands up like it's trying to like it's almost like exclaiming. It goes to shove you, and like its hands kind of pass through you, and you're gonna take. Give me a second.
Oh, great. Hobbit place.
You didn't expect Delphi to immediately aggravate the ghost.
God, that's a lot of dice.
It's not that many dice. It's you're taking 13 damage.
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot for no physical contact.
And yeah, you sort of like you see this ghost become more and more kind of agitated by you.
Can I jump in? And I can't remember how we decided Thieves' Cant was specifically in this world, but I know sometimes you can use like hand signals. Can I?
Yeah, the way that I definitely kind of styling it is that it can be written as like symbols, or it's a full sign language in the same way that BSL is a sign language.
I want to try and just say like, calm down, we're here to help, using just the hand signals to see if they understand that, because clearly they can't hear audibly or speak.
They could be hearing and just attacking us anyway.
Well, yes, that's true.
Raina, you step forward, and as you sign, and they don't seem to like register that. Like they don't seem to kind of understand what you're doing. Kind of, it's like their eyes are kind of slightly unfocused, but for a second they kind of like make eye contact with you, and they like look at you with like surprise, kind of, and and shock, and they kind of sort of hold their hand out to you, like they're kind of like almost like pointing at you.
I point
and then
at
they're gonna
myself.
swipe again. yeah,
Raina.
yeah.
With a very confused look on my face.
So, Raina, you're gonna take 10 force damage.
When did we last have a long rest? Because I am missing hit points and I can't remember when I
We established we had a long
have had
rest.
a long rest.
We've had a long rest.
I'm just gonna long
We
rest
haven't
it.
done anything.
But yeah, can everyone please roll initiative
Oh
for me?
gosh.
Deck of Many Aces is Am Chisholm, Chloe Elliott, Eiriol Evans, Katie McLeod, and me, Ellie Webster. Thanks to our patrons Piers Wilkinson, Nate Scott Jones, Aura Boris, and EK Green for their continued support. If you love what we do here, please consider leaving us a review on the podcasting platform. on the podcasting platform of your choice. If you can't, you can use our Podchaser page, which is podchaser.com/Deck of Many Aces. We really appreciate it, and we read every review that is left for us, so yeah, if you can, we'd love that. Thank you! You can find us on social media at Deck of Many Aces on Twitter and Instagram, and deckofmanyaces.tumblr.com on Tumblr. You can also reach us by email at deckofmanyaces@gmail.com. If you love the music on the show, you can listen to almost the entirety of the original soundtrack on the music streaming platform of your choice, including Apple Music and Spotify. All of it is written by the lovely Chloe Elliott, who is available for commission if you have any composing needs. Where else can you find us on the internet? Good question, we're everywhere. The best place to find us all together is on Rendezvous with Destiny, where we've got Am and Chloe playing a Bite Marks actual play podcast. We've also got Am on the Date Night Drive-In with her partner Will. Chloe is on Twitch at Chloe_with_the_flow, and we'll let you know about any other podcasts that we're a part of as they develop. As Chloe mentioned earlier, we have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/Deck of Many Aces. There are a variety of tiers that you can join up for. We've really appreciated the support that we've had so far with the Patreon. There's loads of kind of cool extra content, or if you just want to ping us a small monthly donation, then you also get access to our Discord, where we randomly post stuff in the middle of recording without context that you get to read back later and be like, that's what that was about. If you can't manage a monthly donation, that is totally fine. We also have the Acast supporter link. That's supporter.acast.com/Deck of Many Aces. That's like an online tip jar for a one-off donation. Of course, you are not obligated to pay us at all. We are a free podcast and we always will be. And if you can't support us financially, then supporting us on social media and by leaving a review is also fantastic. That's all from me. It's been a big one. Have an ace week. Bye!